Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dreamathon 2022. I am here to showcase Chorus, a flight simulator arcade shooter set in an open world space. We are going to be doing FM%, which means Faceless Manifestation. And Faceless Manifestation is technically the first boss in this game, but it's technically the one of the only bosses in the game. It's kind of hard to explain. So it's gonna be a 2-hour run. And with that, I'm going to get started. Timer will start when I say go. Okay. So this game has a pretty cool story. If you haven't actually played this game, highly recommend it. The cinematics alone and the voice acting, solid performances. But I'm going to be skipping the cutscenes, so sorry about all that, guys. Okay, so timer is going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
How are you doing in there?
So we don't ever actually get out of our spaceship, so a lot of people always ask that question. We are actually going to be flying the entire time, but this is not the only ship that we will get. This is just the starter ship that we'll have for about 20 minutes in the run to kind of teach you how to fly, maneuver, dodge roll, and stuff like that. So right now we're going to be moving pretty slow, as we do not have access to our thrusters, so we cannot boost at the moment. This is just supposed to teach you how to like reorientate and whatnot. You'll get to boosters later on in the tutorial. So how this works out is in this tutorial, we're going to be flying to collect these batteries, and we're going to need to collect a set amount of them to open up doors. Once we get out into the open world, it'll actually change how the gameplay goes. Once again, this is just a flight tutorial on how to teach you how to steer your ship. So I play with controller, and the reason why I do that is because it gives you automatic lock-on, making the speedrun a lot faster than using a mouse where you have to actually aim yourself. I know that sounds really cheap, but once again, we're trying to go fast. So what I did right there, there's a battery on the side of that wall, but if you scoot across the wall and then dodge roll at the last second, you can actually get it to pretty much magnetically go to you, saving yourself a little bit of time. Okay, so right here we're going to have our first enemies. They're going to be turrets. They're going to spawn inside the ceiling. But I know exactly where to aim, so we're going to be able to set up shooting them before they can even get a bullet off.
But the section is under lockdown.
Alright, we're going to collect a couple more.
Or make one. I can sense the barrier field's energy flow. Good.
Alright, so we're going to get this next battery, and then it's going to disable this force field, which is exactly what I was talking about. We're going to try to time our boost so we don't actually run into the wall. Running into walls is not actually bad in this game. We actually might run into walls for certain techniques to get around corners, which helps a lot because we'll have a lot of tight turns. Okay, so coming up, we have a whole room that's going to have a bunch of batteries that we need to collect, but we only need 6 of them. So I'm going to take a little strict pattern, and I'm going to use what they call the right of senses. When I click A, it shoots a little like, kind of like sonar wave in a way, kind of detailing where all the collectibles are around me, so I don't actually have to search for them myself.
Still have space for more power cells.
And we're about to actually unlock boost. So during this cutscene when they're talking, she's going to get done with saying a certain like sentence or whatever, and then it allows you to use your thrusters. I'm not sure why they implemented it like that, but they did. So right here.
So the art arc is transported.
So now we're going to be flying pretty heavily against like certain objects to make sure that we're dodging stuff like that. Which it's really nice when you actually have boost, because once again, moving quick is kind of our goal, and also it just kind of feels good to pilot when you're flying between objects. Okay, so now that we've collected all the batteries, we actually can't lose any time in this part due to the fact that you can't move on until they're done talking anyways. So me collecting all those batteries is just to kind of set myself up against this gate. In this game, to kind of get the lore, these little clouds will appear. They're blue clouds that you fly your ship into, and when you fly them into them, you can actually unlock little lore plot issues. And when you do that, you can listen to like these stories as you fly around. We'll be grabbing a couple of them for the story's sakes, but otherwise we'll be ignoring them. The story is really good though, so I'm gonna kind of explain now that the rest of it's just gonna kind of be collecting. I mean, we have a combat scenario coming up, but combat is just me shooting things. So to explain the story, you play as Nora, which was a chosen one by this guy named the Prophet,
I have company, Sav. Pirates
and
code.
he made you technically destroy an entire planet with your powers. So you're kind of on this like redemption mission to kind of redeem yourself because you feel like what you did was super wrong by destroying an entire planet. Which I mean, you know, it is
I'm in
really
the
wrong
clear.
to destroy an entire
They're dead
planet.
now.
But you realize that the guy who
I didn't want them to
indoctored
follow
you
me.
as a chosen one
Understood.
is a threat to the universe. So
Don't think I'll ever come
you
back.
are out to destroy him.
Maybe I can
So
still
that's your way of
sense.
redeeming yourself, is destroying the guy who made you destroy that planet. Okay, so we are done with the first ship, and we're going to be moving into the open world.
Sav, the cargo is
This
secure
game
and
is
all
very
power cells
beautiful. If you
stable.
are someone who likes
I'm heading
space,
back to
you
the
can
engine.
get lost at looking at this
Good
game
job
for
there.
forever. It is just an absolute beautiful thing to explore. Alright, so now we actually have hyperdrive, which allows me to actually not have to
Good.
move any of my
Satellite drive still
controls,
works.
except kind of like steering with my
I was thinking.
camera. Otherwise,
these
all of the
years,
thrust
I've never
and
seen you
forward
afraid of
momentum is
anything.
controlled by those
And the way you
boosters.
fight,
There will be points where they'll
precise,
deactivate
deadly.
due to little triggers,
You couldn't afford
but
that
we're just
anywhere
going to kind of
else.
spam the button until it
I'm not leaving
reactivates.
Sega.
Good.
Okay,
But things here
so
might
to
change.
explain the next part, we have
You're
these
expecting
crates
trouble.
that are floating in space. They're little salvage crates.
I'll see
If
about
you
that.
collect them,
Hey,
you can
Scavenger
actually
Nora?
get credits. Credits are used to purchase upgrades for
help.
your ship, such as
Understood.
miniguns, rockets,
Nora.
armor,
Okay.
health upgrades, all of the above. So we'll be collecting these and trying not to run into stuff at the same time. We need a set amount of them, so when we get to a certain scenario, we can buy an upgrade for our laser, and then later on we'll buy an upgrade for our rockets, and that'll be the only upgrades that we buy in this run. The rest of it's just going to be us flying around and destroying things, praying that we don't get destroyed due to our low health. Alright, so I'm going to collect a couple more crates. We're going to come in pretty quick. Nice. So I got that hit for a good reason. It slows me down, so I can actually maneuver
Sav,
myself.
I'm coming in. Your Najee power cells are all safe.
Okay, now that we've got those crates, we're going to head up here, and we're going to have a little waypoint that appears. And we're going to slow down so we can hit that, and then pull ourselves into the docking bay.
I'll let Ree's security team.
So in the docking bay, this is how you get your upgrades. We're going to get a free upgrade to
What's the
start
real
out,
story?
and then once we
Why
grab
those
it,
energy
we're
cells
just going to leave
We've had a lot
immediately.
more refugees.
And then we're going to head to our first mission.
Things are shaking up back in cold space.
So our first mission is going to involve us
preparing for
driving a
contact.
giant ship
Could be
that has overwhelmingly powerful guns.
Always.
And I think due to, okay, so
I've got something that needs
lore-wise, you're supposed to be this ultimate fighter and like this ship, and you're supposed to be super powerful because you have all these senses. But this ship you're about to fly could literally beat the entire game, no problem. Like, you would never have any issues. You just beat the game. That'd be it. Okay, you won.
All right.
But I don't get why they made the ship so abnormally strong. It just makes no sense. Okay, so we unlocked a new part of our right senses, which allows us to activate missions. So we're going to let this go, and it's going to leave little waypoints for us, and we collect those credits. If we're fast enough, we can actually get here right as the ship blips up. Perfect.
Nara, you're here. We have a situation. Pirates
It's technically already supposed to be loaded in, but we were so quick
And
to
you
get
don't
here
have
that
enough
it didn't
security
actually
forces
have
to take it
time.
back.
And we're going to position ourselves about right here,
I'm not
and then we're going to
interested
go up,
in-
and we're going to
About this
stop.
The pirates have
So the
my
reason why I'm
coordinates
positioning
down.
myself over here is because
See,
enemies are going to
is that a
spawn
spirit?
right here.
Last
Once
battleship?
again, you're not supposed to know exactly where this mission is. You're supposed to wait till Sav is done talking to you to even explain where missions are. But we're going to fly over here so we can get in position. So now that I'm behind them, it's just going to be quick kills.
Attack!
Okay, we're done.
All dead.
And now we're gonna fly up to this ship, and we're gonna fly this bad boy. This is what I'm talking about. This ship alone that I'm facing and about to get into is the slowest thing on the planet, but could destroy the boss that we're gonna fight for this percentage.
Bonding.
This thing is absolutely a behemoth.
I sense.
It comes equipped with a bunch of turrets that allow us to destroy enemy clusters like really quick. So we're gonna have a couple pirate groups attack us in this area, but we can keep our boosters going and just kind of aim towards those dots it gives you, and then they're just gone. You never need to slow down, which is kind of nice because I think they realized that this ship was slow to begin with. So if you couldn't use your boosters while also using your guns, it would just be a very, very slow part.
They really shouldn't have battleships, don't you think?
So the reason why we're driving this is because something happened to the pilot, and so we took over, so we can get it to the docking bay for repairs and pretty much save the crew since they were stranded.
They are coming. Pirates. You can never have this ship back.
We're gonna have a couple more spawns, and then we're gonna get back to our ship, and we're gonna go pick up our laser weapon after this, and we'll be moving into the good part of what I like to call the run, because you get your next ship, which is really fun to fly. The first ship that you get is just kind of barrel rolls and about it. The other one is really, really fun. Okay, got this one right here. Get them all destroyed. So once we fly under this bridge, we'll actually get our main boosters back up, which means we can fly a lot faster. So right when we get underneath this bridge, she'll say like, it'll be back online soon, and then we get it like just like moments later. Okay. So we're gonna destroy this last group of pirates, and then we're gonna fly up to this yellow marker, and we're out of this ship. So this is the only mission. Actually, there's two missions that we'll go into that use a spirit ship.
Copy.
And the second time that you get into it is an absolute bloodbath, because you just destroy so many ships, proving my point that if they were just to send like 2 or 3 of those ships, they could win this war in like 2 seconds. But you know, you need a main character, and that's what we are.
Activities in the room. Keep that to yourself, okay?
Okay, so what we're doing right here is that we are heading to our next mission to grab our laser weapon.
Down here. To the pirates, it's just
So we're gonna grab our credits, hopefully fly down, grab these credits, and we're gonna move into the mission.
gifted. A marked one.
So in this little mission area right here, we need to destroy some ships, and it's actually the tutorial area to teach you how shields work.
So you also look for Sav's lost ship.
Okay, so I'm going to stop,
Sav, I'm at
and I'm gonna park myself about right here. And the ship should spawn right in front of me, so I can actually get a few hits on it before the cutscene takes over.
Sensitive cargo we better find first.
So a lot of the points in this game is that I'll get to areas a lot faster than you're supposed to. So certain cutscenes will still be playing. Oh, he's above me. Oh, look at that. See? I totally messed up my positioning. It is kind of hard sometimes to tell exactly where you're going to be pointing. Unlike other games where you're kind of on like ground and you have a lot of like landmarks, this game doesn't actually give you landmarks, just due to the fact that you're kind of in space. Okay, so after you destroy that, these 3 crates will spawn, and you need to get down here and collect all 3 of them, so then you can find out that none of them had what you actually needed, and then you'll scan a couple more, and then you'll find one that actually has a laser weapon inside of it. So, we're going to give him a second to talk, and after he's done talking, another box will appear. And then that'll be our laser weapon that we'll actually be using quite a bit in this run.
Imagine the cult took the bait,
So we need to wait till they're done talking to find out where it spawns.
but you figured we could use it.
Okay, perfect.
Right. And go ahead and help yourself. Should be a laser for you.
Alright, so we got the laser, and now he's going to allow us to equip it.
How many
But we
weapons?
also got an upgrade earlier that I didn't mention that actually increases our machine gun damage. So what we're going to do is go into our ship, laser, equip, slot 1, equip, and then we're just going to keep equipping and unequipping to skip a dialogue transaction.
They should be more efficient.
Perfect, okay.
Pirate ravens. Perfect.
So by doing that,
Laser.
that allows you to
Weapon caliber.
spawn these enemies much quicker than listening to her talk. So what I'm going to be doing now is that since I have these laser weapons, I'm going to try to get these enemies with the lasers at first so I can actually blow off their shields. Okay, now 3 enemies will spawn,
Take them out.
and if we're lucky enough, perfect, we got all 3 of them.
Sav, all pirates
Okay,
gone.
now that all 3 are gone, we're going to head up this way, and we're going to enter this gap, and we're going to try to fly as fast as we can to the Enclave so we can actually skip
Appearances won't
some
be-
dialogue. If you're fast enough to get back to the Enclave, you'll get to you'll miss a whole area where you can't use your hyper thrusters, which is really nice. It saves a good like 40 seconds, because at about 20,000 kilometers is usually when it takes it away. So if we get past 20,000, that means that we're saving ourselves time. So like right now we're saving time because we shouldn't be able to use the boosters, but since the cutscene is still going, we're allowed to use our boosters. And if we're lucky enough, we can actually make it close enough, which we got really close. That was really good. Sometimes after that fight, you're so disorientated because you're trying to keep up with where the ships are at
What's your status?
that you get kind of turned around. So like, see, right now I can't use my hyper boosters, but I was able to leave that area fast enough to get pretty much
I'm almost
to
there.
the cutscene. So he's still going to be talking, and yeah, I get into the cutscene while he's still talking. That saved a ton of time. Absolutely crazy. Very happy to see that. Okay, so with that, our next objective is destroy these things called psychic totems.
I'll get
They
there.
take over space stations, ships, and all other things, and they cause people to get corrupted. So we're trying to make sure that we destroy them. So after that, our next mission is just kind of destroy some ships until an elite raven appears. Once the elite raven appears, then we'll
The totem is down.
be able to get past this area. It'll be marked with a red triangle when it appears. Okay, here we go.
They're killing us.
So he's right there. He spawned right in front of us. The absolute luck of that happening is absolutely crazy. Because once again, being disorientated in this game is just commonplace because of how you're flying around, and all enemy patterns are RNG because they're going to be flying around sporadically. So getting good dogfights is technically like your big time saves. Which, with us getting the Raven right in front of us, that helped so much. Okay, so now that they're all done, I'm going to fly up here because a cutscene's about to start. And then I'm going to try to turn in the sky.
More
Perfect.
psychic totems
So
incoming.
while I'm turning in the sky during this cutscene, these enemies are going to be flying towards the space station. I'm going to try to cut them off because right now they can't engage me. They're locked in like a flight pattern in a way. So
I'm heading over now to lay down.
if I'm lucky enough,
Shoot to kill, okay?
I can pretty much destroy this totem. Perfect. And then destroy this guy, because these are the main objectives. Okay.
Totem deployed.
So this is really good. The fact that I'm able to destroy that totem before it even landed is another huge time save that normally never happens.
Hi, Sav. I'll destroy that
Okay.
totem.
And now we just need to kill the last raven, which is right here.
Watch out, Raven.
Copy. I'll take them down.
And we're done.
Full circle shot.
That is absolutely amazing. I cannot believe how fast that was. The dogfighting usually does not go that well, because once again, all enemies move in very, very sporadic patterns. So cannot be thankful enough to this game for giving me that. Okay, so now that we're done with this fight, we're gonna go over to the landing pad again, because he's gonna give us an upgrade, but we're going to also buy another upgrade at the same time, because now we're gonna go get our other ship. Okay,
Listen.
so this is a healing mechanic.
I let
Okay, so now we have a healing mechanic. We're gonna grab our
I'm
laser,
responsible for
buy our melting glow, which is a super powerful laser.
here. I tried to protect us. I reached
All right, this is the fun part. I get my new ship, and I don't know how far we're in right now because I don't have a timer on my screen. I try to get lost in the immersion of this game, so I try not to have that timer up there where I'm constantly looking at. But I think we're about under 20 minutes
I
right
must
now.
head out now.
So that's really good because usually you get to this guy at 20 minutes and we're about to just get to him before that. So once again, we saved a lot of time.
Maybe they can come.
So I really like this part also because you start getting this move called drift. So you can start slinging around corners in your ship, saving yourself lots of time by cutting yourself really close to objects by drifting.
He's still there. Still.
If I make it fast enough while she's talking, I can position myself in front of this memory cloud, the ones I mentioned earlier, to access some of the lore, which you actually need in this part to continue on in the actual story. So we're going to come up to this little area, hopefully be able to beat her dialogue, position ourselves to save ourselves another like 20 seconds. And then we'll head into a flight area where we'll be dodging a bunch of mines. Okay, we made it.
Fight and kill.
So I'm going to park right here till she's done talking, and then we'll have a little memory bubble up here.
Maybe you still believe that. Or you will
I maybe should have turned off the dialogue voices, because I don't know how much my voice is clashing with hers, but I just love Nara's voice as well, so. Okay.
into you, Forza.
So, a little glitch that you can do in this is that you're not supposed to be able to move this fast while you're watching these memories. If you press boost, let go of boost, then hold forward and press boost again, the game for some reason gives you extra speed
You into coming here.
while you're inside the memories. So while we're in this one, we're going to position ourselves to where these two triangles are. There's a bunch of triangles, but the two closest triangles that were next to me, we're going to try to position ourselves up so I can shoot them as they're opening up, so it skips a cutscene. Okay, so these are going to start to open
I must find him first.
right here. Come on, hurry up, open up. Come on.
The entrance.
So we got one.
My way in.
Perfect. So right there, it skips a cutscene because if you wait till they fully open, which I guess they expect you to do,
Spirit.
you can it starts a whole cutscene. But if you are able to shoot them before they fully open, then it skips the entire cutscene explaining what you're supposed to do. So in this part, I'm just dodging mines, even though I'm haphazardly doing it because it doesn't matter. The damage is completely nullified because we're going to be trading out this ship anyways. So here's the cutscene where we get our new ship called Forza, and Forza is awesome. I wish we had time to actually introduce him in the cutscene because he's really cool, but we're just going, and when I say he actually has an AI. You can hear him. He's just the coolest thing ever. His voice is so smooth. So with this ship, we go a little bit faster, and we also get, like I said, the drift ability, which is going to allow us to whip around corners really quick. I'll be showcasing it in some of the areas that we'll be doing a lot, and then some areas they'll be a little more open, so I won't need to use them. But there is a lot of fights. Like right there, I just used the drift, but you can actually hold it in this game. So when you're holding it, you can actually do stuff like this. So I need to shoot this, drift, and then keep going. So what it does is it allows you to stay in a stationary area. Like let's say you want to point left, but you still want to drift in a different direction. You can actually point yourself in one direction, drift, and keep it going, while also aiming in a whole opposite direction. It's really nice for certain areas.
To hunt the circle.
That's all.
It is enough.
So right here, I'm just going to be trying to maneuver around all of this. So right here, I'm going to shoot this crystal, and then I have to do a complete 180 drift to get that one, and then fly in. I'm going to try to concentrate a little bit on these close pipe areas too, because the less bumps, the better. Okay, I meant to ricochet off that wall, but I hit the ceiling instead. If you come flying in there and you ram your wing into that wall, it'll actually bounce you back the way you need to go, but I mess it up. But it's okay. It's like a 1 second time save. Whoop-de-doo.
The only way.
Yes, since I have no choice.
So Forza, just so kind of some context on what's going on, she abandoned Forza after destroying the planet. So Forza is a very angry boy. He is not happy with you because you said you would be back, and so like pretty much like being like a dog, okay, right? She left him and said she would come back and never came back. And like a loyal person that he is, or loyal ship, whatever you want to say, he actually stayed there until she finally just came and got him when you saw me collect him.
We
So,
must drift
oh no.
around us.
Our targets.
We strike as one.
Okay, I messed up my first trip, but that's okay.
But we
Um,
are not alone.
Yeah, she just left him to pretty much die. Because she felt guilty about what she did and didn't know how to face him, even though it wasn't actually his fault.
Vulture.
So this is a new enemy. These guys are,
I think
they're annoying.
they're still in the
So
same
only their hull is
Then we can still have
vulnerable. So I bought that laser so I could actually destroy this guy really quick.
but
Perfect.
many more
And I was taking all that damage on
cleanse
purpose,
the
just so everybody
entire
knows.
system.
I will hunt beside you, but only
Okay,
if you let me visit
so with that done,
a
we
special
need to go to a
place.
special place.
What place?
The special place is the place that Forsaken was born, but we won't actually go there just yet. We need to go to a place called the Temple to unlock another ability that allows us to teleport. So in this area, I'm going to be flying for a little bit. As you can see, 87 kilometers. So there's not much that I'm going to be doing in this except gathering some resources that I'll be trying to fly and get without crashing. Some of them are very tight, so if I do miss some of the credits, I'm not going to be too upset because I can make up for them. But we're going to do our best. I'm also going to be spamming this because it is kind of hard to remember exactly where you're at all the time. And I've mentioned this probably 6 times now. In this game, it is very hard to figure out where you're going sometimes because it all starts to blend together. Because, you know, they did a realistic job on space. In an asteroid field, it wouldn't be all bright pinks and all that type of stuff. You know, you have to go off of like,
Understood.
just knowing like ridges of asteroids. Okay, so it's gonna be right here. I'm gonna fly under. Okay, we did it. Oh my God, we got it.
We will.
Woo! I thought I was going to explode the ship because if you're in hyperspeed and you smack into that, it's done. It's over. Boom! You explode, and that is not great. But we're all good. Okay, we're almost there. We're going to be passing the... This mission is so cool. So what about this mission real quick? It talks about this person called the Dead Queen. The lore in this game, fantastic. The Dead Queen, though, sad past, just kind of explains why this area is called the Dead Queen. I don't want to spoil anything because I really, really do hope people do pick this up. Deep Silver did an amazing job on this game. It's fabulous. Definitely, if you like open world exploration games, it has flying. Like, there's no like spaceship open world games like this that I can think of that do it so well. And they just also added, I think it's called like HOTUS or whatever, where you can actually use like an analog stick. So that's really cool. Like those like actual like flight sticks. So right here, I'm going to be activating 2 more memories, but I'm going to be exploiting that trick I told you about where I can boost and maneuver my thumbstick just correctly so I can get some extra speed. And I'm going to fly over to this blue strand. I'm going to pause myself. And there's another blue cloud will appear. And then there's going to be a door coming up that I'm going to ram myself into as hard as I can to skip a cutscene. Because, you know, I don't even know how I found that trick either. I don't know what it was. I just like, at one point when I first, oh, whoa, it won't actually let me activate it. I was too close. Okay, there we go. So while playing, I got to this point I was just running. Like while these people were talking, I would just run my ship into walls because you can't skip the cutscenes. So I found out if I run my ship into this wall, the cutscene actually won't activate, and this door will just open automatically. Like, absolutely cool that it does that. I don't know why. Maybe because the game doesn't think you're supposed to be getting damaged.
Where? The rights.
It's opening. Torment field.
Alright, so I just unlocked the right of the hunt. So what this does is it allows me to teleport. I'm going to position myself against this wall, and there's going to be a orb on the other side, and it allows me to do stuff like that. Oop, I drifted wrong. That's okay.
I missed that.
Yes. Target enemies.
We're going to be using it to skip...
On the right. You are
through barriers, and also turn ourselves around really quickly so we can enter doors. I'm also going to be taking intentional bumps to slow down so I don't hit any of those red energy waves.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to activate this memory. And this one's a little bit longer, and we're going to be sitting up against this door. This is where you learn about this thing called the manifestation of guilt, which is actually an entity that flies around in space, apparently. So yes, guilt flies around in space. And it's going to hunt us down, and we have to do a chase sequence. We have to outrun this guilt. And when we get to the very end, there's actually a really cool thing about this power. It doesn't just work on those blue orbs, it also works on enemy ships. So you can actually teleport to enemy ships and blow them up, and we'll actually have a little fight scene where we'll be using it to destroy enemies by teleporting around the place. This game is like if you took an arcade shooter and you gave it a spaceship and was like, hey, have fun. And it's a blast. Okay, so here's the guilt manifestation, and here comes the chase scene. Now that the color's back,
It's invincible.
here we go. So you can't really see it, but that's technically what the guilt is. It's like this weird, like invisible red splotchy blob.
The guilt manifestation did not follow.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to angle myself to make sure I'm pointing at these orbs so I can teleport. There's actually going to be an area where I'm going to skip one of them, leap up, so I have enough time. Oh, I missed.
The targets you asked for.
It's okay. So what I mean by this is now I actually have the ability to teleport to enemies. But we're going to try to kill some of them normally as it refills your special, and we're going to try to use the teleports for the ravens instead because they're the ones with the shield.
They're down.
Oh, this way. So a cutscene's going to happen after destroying them, but we're going to skip it, but you get actually... Okay, so this cutscene's actually the coolest cutscene in the game, but don't worry, don't worry. We actually get to see that cutscene play out live in the game, and it is sick. It is the coolest cutscene ever. No joke, it's so intense. Like, you just... When you're playing the game, you feel like you're flying into death, and it is awesome. But we'll see that eventually. I think that's about an hour into the run.
No. A different place.
All right, so now we are done with this galaxy or cluster of asteroids or whatever it is called. We're moving on to the next one, but before we do that, we are going to collect a couple more credits so we can buy a rocket launcher upgrade for later in the game. So right here, it should be in the middle. It's been a minute. I play late game nowadays. I don't usually practice early game anymore because I practiced it enough to where I should memorize it. Okay, so there's that one, and then one should be right here as long as I don't smack in.
Preparations are moving fast.
Oh, no, I smacked. It's okay.
Time to come home, Nara.
Copy.
I thought I was going to clip it just right, but it's okay.
Their protector now.
So we still have plenty of time. This is a pretty long cutscene, which is really nice because you don't lose time as long as they're still talking. We're gonna grab a couple more crates in the span of their conversation. So one's gonna be up here.
And we'll protect.
So we're gonna use our senses. We're gonna slow down.
My home.
Grab this one.
But it is mine.
Drift.
Understood.
And I
Oh, come on.
obey.
I couldn't get the drift right. Come on. There we go.
We can't stay on the defensive.
So we're gonna grab this one.
The Enclave.
Bounce.
There are more ships than I remember.
Yes. Forza, copy and adopt their enclave signature.
Of course.
Okay.
You never told them who you really are.
Now we just wait.
Let me do the talking. All of it.
Perfect. Okay, now that we got our missions back up.
Sab,
Hey, Nara.
So now we have enough credits for our last upgrade in the entire run, which is really nice. They actually put in a lot of crates in the very beginning. that allow you to actually get everything you need in this run. So as you can see, my green health bar is actually draining. You can actually kill yourself by running into Sav. I'm not going to, but there's nothing else to do in this point in time because Sav is like the biggest talker in this entire game. So I usually just try to mess around with the cutscene until he starts moving. As you can hear, like their voices start distorting. It's like, like it sounds like you're dying, but it's like it's your ship being damaged. But it sounds like you're the one that's actually like being hurt. Poor Forza though. So I need him to say a certain line so I can leave his side because he's trying to tell us about the war and talking about how he has like gotten everybody to gather. Okay, perfect. We can leave now.
This is the militia.
So we'll strike first.
So we're gonna line ourselves up on this pad while he's talking. So when he's done, we can immediately just buy our upgrade and leave. Boom, done.
Good. Before you get ready at the enclave, talk to the people
He, like I said, Sav just loves to talk, and he doesn't talk much in the game later because R.I.P. So we're gonna equip this for the mission,
Sounds good. We'll need it.
and then we're gonna wait to grab that one because we can't afford it just yet. Now the game's gonna tell us to equip it. So if we wait to equip the missile launcher, their dialogue won't start until that timer stops, which actually saves about 3 seconds. And now we're gonna fly in these gates that give us a ton of speed. But here's the down part.
Gives us an edge on
There's actual like flying ships, like traffic flying around right now. If you're unlucky and you're not paying attention, you will smack into one of those going head on and it'll blow your ship up. So you're trying to make sure that you stay kind of more to the left or all the way to the right so you have no chance of actually running into one of them. It has happened in my runs before because I was carelessly just driving in the center of it and I just smacked straight on and exploded and had to reset all the way back to buying the missile launcher, which is kind of a huge waste of time. No, come on. There we go.
Scavenger
So we're now heading into the next galaxy. So what I'm going to be doing in this area is I'm going to be setting up to destroy enemies before they spawn, so we have a head start on combat. So right here, I'm going to go up to this broken ship, I'm going to equip my rocket launcher, and I'm going to position myself, I would say about right here. Perfect. So what this does is allows me to get close to this guy,
Target locked.
kill.
and I should be able to destroy him before he turns his shields on. Perfect. Okay.
All vultures down. Path clear.
It's hard sometimes remembering where they're going to spawn at, but once you actually get the hang of it, it's really easy, and it saves you tons of time instead of having to wait. Whoa, spoilers! Sorry, I'm trying to read chat too, but I'm also trying to make sure I'm remembering where everything's at by looking at the screen, because I have to look at certain asteroids to remember where everything is technically at.
But they can't be far away.
It's
Life signs on board.
it's hard to remember where the pathing is at sometimes.
I'll lead you.
So in this area, I have to contact 3 ships, and when I talk to these 3 ships, it'll
Flee or stay in
talk to
town.
it'll start this like cutscene with these bandits, and you get the moral choice of either killing the bandits or keeping them alive.
Travel to these
If you ever play this game casually, I highly recommend you keep the bandits alive.
Decide for yourself.
It's a huge it's a huge time save, and they also help you later on in a battle, which helps a lot.
Pirate
You can have a choice of killing them, though. I always save them. Even on casual playthroughs, I just always save them. But I'm going to wait until it says 9 seconds. Perfect.
Engineers. Then let's make this work.
Perfect. Okay. So that should have skipped the end dialogue. It's very hard to tell. I may have lost a couple. I may have lost a minute. I'm not too sure. But hopefully we were able to skip that dialogue.
Reinforcements.
So right here, I need to fly through these ships, destroy these totems. So I'm going to try to fly through these as quick as possible, and then I'm going to have to fight all the enemies around. So we're gonna kill this one. We need to find the vultures. Oh, nope, we're gonna leave the vulture alone because he has his shields up. Come on, get rid of your shield. Get rid of that shield.
Go for the kill.
Impact.
There we go.
Evasive measures.
It takes so long for their shields to go away sometimes. There is a quicker way of doing it, but it's just so hard to pull off. I'd rather just run my face into their shield, and hopefully it destroys itself. You could not do this on any higher difficulties. I will say that right now. Okay, that should have been all of them. Okay. So we actually did end up saving ourselves about a minute worth of dialogue, actually. So the skip did work. I'm very impressed. When I told you I was saving the pirates, there's a whole other dialogue section that happens, but I was able to time it just right to skip the entire part, which was not expected. So I'm pretty happy about that. So in this part of the mission, these guys are being chased by these falcons. So we're going to chase these falcons down using our teleport
Fire and strike.
so we can get... Boom. Okay. So this mission's actually supposed to go on for quite a while. You're supposed to actually chase them for, like, around this asteroid as they're being destroyed. But once again, on easy mode, enemies have, like, no health, so you can just kind of boom, 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 and move on.
And they still follow.
So after destroying them, this is the ending part of this segment of the galaxy. We now gotta go to the convoy and take them to the warp portal. But there's gonna be enemies that are gonna spawn that are gonna try to destroy these convoys. So, in as fashion as what we've done before, I'm gonna go to exactly where these enemies spawn, and I'm gonna destroy them. So the first enemy should spawn behind these asteroids over here.
And those pirates.
I'm going to try to focus on the vultures first. The vultures are the most important things to take out every time, as they're the ones that have the most health. Oh, come on. And if they activate their shields, it just takes up a lot of time to kill them. I like how she even says it too. She's like, oh, the vultures, will target them first. Like, even Nora knows what's up. She's a speedrunner. Let's see. Okay, that should be all of them. And now the next ones are going to appear to our left. I'm going to leave the convoy, and I'm going to head this way, because now there's going to be, I think, 3 vultures that spawn. And I'm going to sit right here, as they should appear in a second. Come on, where are you at? Where are you at? There we go.
Half of our convoy has passed the jump gate.
We're going to try to destroy these,
Everybody, hold your position. Nara, keep them away.
Come on, we got this, we got this. Perfect. I am so shocked that we were actually able to,
Is inevitable.
come on. Get rid of your shield. It was the only one that I missed. Oh, come on. He's too far away. So sometimes enemies will actually leave their usual tracking pattern, tracking area, and those kind of like sometimes fly off.
We made it.
Okay, so with that done, there's actually a thing that you're supposed to wait for. So during their dialogue, it's supposed to be like congratulating you and whatever, and you're supposed to stay in the mission area because technically while this dialogue is going on, the mission is still going on. But what we're going to do is we're going to try to fly away from the mission until it says like warning leaving mission area, because you get like right there. You get like 15 seconds, so even if you keep flying, as long as the dialogue ends within that 15 seconds, it actually won't end the mission, and so you'll still pass.
Yes. And I've just received some high
So right here, we're going to grab that crate,
Haven.
bounce off so we can turn around really quick. And now we're going to wait over here because another ship is going to spawn because, once again,
Another distress signal.
we weren't supposed to be in this area just yet.
It's your call.
I know.
So he should appear about right here. There he is.
Selenak Haven.
Approaching Salenak Haven. We're already in Salenak Haven. Like, what are you talking about, man? We've been here for a minute
This
now.
ship shows a fake enclave ID. It is a
So
circle ship.
we're gonna talk to him.
No,
Come on.
I trust Ree. It's Nara.
There we go.
Resent
So
me.
once she says it's Nara, reset me, we're gonna leave this area because their dialogue's gonna keep talking.
So the rumors are true. Someone is breaking the circle from within.
Not from within.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted by something.
Okay,
So while they're talking,
I heard
you can actually fly away to this mission area because technically the mission he gives you is right in the area we're going to. So it actually won't tell you that you're leaving the area, even though we're super far away from him now. But we just can't use our hyper boosters. If you look up in the top right, it's blinking red. It says sublight drive offline. That's where we move really quick, but we aren't able
Right.
to use it.
I'll check those coordinates.
just make them bleed.
So while we're here, we're gonna collect a couple items because the cutscene is still going on because we're supposed to be flying over here now, but we're already over here.
All right. You must keep a low profile. Focus on precise strikes.
We're gonna grab a whole fragment upgrade so we take a little bit more damage.
Exactly.
We're going to pick up our credit crate for our rocket launchers later. And then after that,
Not
we're gonna
yet.
position ourselves
Nara out.
up against this space station so we can start destroying the objectives that we need to take care of. There's going to be turrets, launch pads, and crates. So these launch pads we need to destroy. But right now, since the cutscene's still going on, we're not supposed to be here, so they don't actually have collision detection, so we can't destroy them yet.
That sounds
So we just have to give it just a moment.
I know you don't trust
Once the cutscene starts, we'll take care of all of these, all the crates, all the turrets, and then we'll move on into the Najara district, which is close to, I think that's about mid-game, if not further. Oops, excuse me, I burped.
They must never take off.
We won't let them. They spotted us.
Okay, so cutscene started, so now we can destroy the launch pads. So I'm going to use rockets on these guys to destroy them really quick.
Burned them before we could launch our ships.
Destroy this. There should be 2 crates over here. We'll destroy them. There should be a turret over here. Okay, got the turret. Now we're going to fly up. I'm going to do kind of like a
Make them bleed.
little point down. Destroy these. We're not worrying about any of the ships that are shooting at us. We're just completely ignoring. Because they're not actually our objective. Our objective is the turrets, the launch pads, and the crates. Okay, I'm gonna fly up here. We should
The
be
last
close.
launch pad burns.
Last turret.
Okay. It's up here, isn't it? Oh, okay. There it is. I missed it. That's so funny.
Confirmed.
I was like, I thought I destroyed it, but I guess I didn't destroy it. But that's okay. That wasted like maybe 5 seconds, and we've already saved way more time than I even expected in this run. Okay, so now that all that's done, we're gonna kind of creep over past this building, but we're gonna wait until Nora says a certain sentence.
All remaining threats marked.
So, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's get out of the master screen. That's time waste. Okay, go to the ship. Press B, slot 2. Okay. Nora should have another vision. Come on, let's go. There we go. So we're gonna wait till Nara says, it felt real or something like that. What is it? None of this time. I saw more. One second. Right here. So it's it felt heavier or something more. And once she says that, you can start taking off. Even though, like I said, if it goes past 15 seconds, you'll fail the mission. But it's a good thing to wait for that sentence, because if anything does happen, you really do not want to start the entire mission. Because if you do leave and it counts down to 0, even if you did complete all that objective, it'll start you all the way back to the beginning.
Approaching a circle listening post.
So in this mission, I need to go up to 3 towers, and I need to take info from them. There's actually going to be a percentage gauge that counts down on my screen as I get close to them, and I need to get to 100% on all 3 towers to move on. So right there at the top says data packaging. So while that's happening, ships are going to spawn and try to attack me, and I'm just going to hide from them like a coward.
Let's kill them. I'll stay in range.
Because I don't want to fight. Because, you know, we're just trying to make this fast. So once it says 85%, I'll head towards the other tower.
Download successful.
Because you don't want to go too far from the data tower, otherwise you'll lose connection with it. So you just wait till it says 85%, then you can start flying to the other towers. So once again, enemies are going to spawn. We're just going to kind of fly around this tower, dodging their bullets, trying to take as least damage as possible. It's at 70. It's almost at 85. Okay, now we can start flying to the last one.
Download completed.
Once we get all 3 towers downloaded, there's going to be some launch pads that appear on these buildings, and we're going to need to destroy the launch pads. Also, I'm pretty sure... Nope, it was the other one. I could have got some extra credits if I wanted to. It doesn't really matter. I have enough for the rocket launcher anyways.
Download
Okay, so now that we have all of that,
Good. Now move.
we head over to
the data
these
by nearby satellite interference.
launch pads. Almost forgot the name of them. There's going to be 4 of them. They call them cores, but it cracks me up because they were the launch pads to begin with. I'm not too sure if they're just the core to the launch pads and what activates them or what, but they called them launch pads before, and then they called them cores in this.
We're here.
So this is the main tower. This is the one we just got to
And more
get to 100%, and we're done with all the data packages. And we'll move on to our first mini-boss fight. I say that with a question mark because I don't know what to consider a boss in this game. Okay. We're all good. Let's leave.
it's done.
It's hard to determine, like, because like you're fighting these regular enemies, and you're fighting these ships, and they do have health bars, but nothing is classed as a boss except the Prophet and the Faceless Manifestation. But they send these like giant ships at you that are supposed to like intimidate you. So you would think, okay, these giant ships have to be bosses. So I'm just gonna count them as mini bosses. So this will be our first one, and we have to destroy certain parts of the ship.
But yes, we'll analyze these over.
This is the big boy we're taking
But we
down.
mustn't hesitate now. We have to strike first.
The Phantom.
I
They
know.
stole that from Halo.
Three out.
Sage must keep on analyzing.
We're gonna destroy the engines on it, then the energy core, and I mean the battery core, and then the energy core. Okay, so
Informant's intel leads to a fabulous
let's grab the bottom ones first.
I've waited long for a target as worthy as this.
Yes. And its destruction will be a severe blow to the cult's fire.
Okay, almost.
Shields are up.
We got.
There's no way inside. Forward.
Remember how we used to cripple our big targets first, Nara?
Right. Targeting all thrusters. Done.
Okay, that should unlock its top plating,
Vulnerable.
and now we should be able to destroy its core.
Core shield down.
Time to tear it apart.
Thrusters won't respond. Fire! Fire!
Perfect.
Hit them hard. Their core is breaching.
Got it.
Destroy us.
And that should be the boss dead. We should get out of the explosion zone before it kills us.
That was
And now we collect the upgrade. And after we collect that, we head back to the space station they're at. So that's 2 parts. You mean this isn't Halo? I mean, I feel like the ship design and the naming and stuff, you know, there's some Halo going on in there.
I found detailed patrol routes in their log.
We're going to head back to that space station we were just at before we started out on our journey. And once we get to that space station, that's where we're going to buy the upgrade for our rocket launcher. And when we head into the main last mission area, which is the... I wish I could actually remember the name of it. It's like the Andromeda or Atrox system, and that'll be the final part of the game. So we just have to get past the Najara Citadel and then entering the final
Just for a
section.
while.
Even so, it will
It's a
protect
long
the
final
entire
section,
home.
but
People.
we won't be
And we'll do
leaving that
exactly
system.
Nara?
Of course. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
We will take
Now that they're done talking, we're gonna come over here,
Nara, better get ready. This is
and
gonna be a big
she's gonna
day.
say like it's gonna be like the biggest fight too or whatever, and then we can finally enter the yeah, a bigger fight, and then we can actually enter the garage. Okay, so with that missile launcher, we need the barrage javelin.
That should do it.
And now for the Najara Citadel.
Okay,
Move out.
if that timing is right on that clock right now on the marathon timer, we are killing it, like absolutely killing it.
And the Prophet.
The Najara Citadel is usually about at 1 hour, and we're 6 minutes ahead of that. So, like,
You're still committed to your
what?
I am.
I'm pretty happy with this run.
Always will.
This technically might be my world record. This might actually just be a world record run if I can just keep up this pace.
The Najara Citadel.
So we're heading to free the militia.
Yes.
A god. Don't say God Gamer. That reminds me of the whole GDQ incident. I'm about to show you some God gaming. So in this section, we're gonna be taking a decoy into the. Oh, did I get it? Did I hit A? Did I hit A in time? I didn't hit A in time. I thought I hit A in time. It's like a frame perfect. You'll see like pop up for like a split second, and you can click A.
Move out.
More will join us.
We're gonna be taking a decoy ship with a bomb attached to it to go. Well, actually, it has an
According to your intel, the Citadel
It has an
is
EMP
preparing
attached to it.
EMP-packed bait
There we
ship
go.
to take out their
And
first
it's
line of
going
defense.
to take out their first line of defense, as this lady is saying.
Avoid that gap.
And we're going to destroy their comm towers while this is happening.
Nara, you need to escort our bait ship there. It's on autopilot and identifies as a trading vessel.
It identifies as a trading vessel. Yeah, like, come on now. Let's be serious. They're not gonna notice these like giant armada ships approaching, and you're just gonna be like, "This is our trade ship." Just totally don't worry about the big ships with the big guns on it. Just worry about this tiny little guy right here.
Vessel 2744, you are entering unauthorized space.
Are we?
You and your escort must stop your engines and turn back.
So we have to just keep waiting. Like it's gonna get to a certain point, it's gonna stop, and then Nara's gonna be like, "We have to get out of the zone before its explosion."
Open fire.
Yeah, right here.
Last warning.
Here we go, and
Signal. Out.
we're
now.
good. Once we're out of the range, the ship should explode, and then now these two towers. So what's funny about this game, instead of just keeping the assets on the screen, they let them load in afterwards. So there's gonna be like right there, see like that? Now the cells appear,
Defense pylons
and we're gonna destroy them. So it destroys their line of defense. So we can actually start trying to destroy the actual citadel.
First pylon down. Now let's focus on the other one.
So that should be 3 right there, 3 right here, 3 right there. Oh my god, nice trick shot. Okay.
Pylon shut.
Now we gotta destroy the circle forces, and then we're done right here. I wonder how fast I can actually get Najara Citadel done, because getting to Najara Citadel is usually 1 hour. So I wonder if I can sub 1 hour the whole Najara Citadel, which would be absolutely insane. So we're just gonna do this dogfight real quick. No new enemies introduced yet. There is gonna be a lot of big guys that we're gonna be fighting though, such as the I gotta remember what their names are. The guys I usually use the rocket launchers on. Their names are skipping me right now. We'll be fighting a ton of those guys, and we'll also be having another boss fight.
Shade-class ships with launch.
Okay,
We'll take them out and clear your
I'm always gonna say boss fight with a question mark. I love destroying these ships. So the point of these ships is to fly through the middle of them with your machine guns.
Pirates you spare.
Wow, we didn't even need to fly through that one.
first shade class down.
Wow, well, I messed that up. Okay,
I guess we're done
those are destroyed.
See you around.
That shade.
And now we take out the remaining forces again. So I feel like they're supposed to be like much bigger and badder than how those ships actually are. You fly through them and you just destroy the energy cells and they explode. But I guess like that's how like ships would work. Without like any kind of power to operate, they would be
Damn good work, Nara.
they'd be obsolete. So it does make sense. Okay, let's get back to the fleet.
Boarding team Kanara's clear.
Another boss, yeah.
All right. I'll keep the cult.
Like I said, when you see the faceless manifestation, you'll see what I mean by a boss fight. Because it actually has like a boss health bar that you would associate with most video games. Like it actually goes across the screen and it actually has like phases and it's like a real boss fight. Whereas the things that they try to throw at you, that they try to like make it seem like it's a boss fight, there's no like I don't know, it just doesn't give me that vibe. Did we destroy him already? See, I am just on a rampage right now. I should not be doing this well.
All clear.
I am tired.
Initializing docking.
I have been running games all weekend, but killing it.
Team Kanara's here. We're facing heavy resistance. Requesting immediate reinforcements. Now!
Launching 2 more boarding teams.
Alice Gucci.
Okay, here we go. So once we're done with this area, we'll be prompted to use the warp to go into, once again, I think it's called the Aatrox system. I really hope I'm not butchering the name of it. But that area is actually one of my favorites as the enemies are way more intense. Which, by the way, this run is actually not the full game. So you guys will not be seeing the full game at all. This is just faceless manifestation. I forgot to mention that. This is just faceless manifestation percentage, which gets you to the halfway point of the game, which is a really good actual run because the faceless manifestation leads off into like an area where you could technically be like, oh, end.
Teams Tirak and Chaos
Yeah, maybe
are
the
ready to
tiredness
go.
is fueling me to game harder. I don't know, but I'm amped right now. I feel this run is just really good. So now we just kind of wait till they board in, and then they'll celebrate being like, we did it! We took over the Najara Citadel. Oh my god! I was 50 seconds off. Like, I was like 50 seconds off. That's crazy before they said it. So I almost subbed-oured the Nidagel. The Najara blah Citadel. That's
Good work,
crazy.
everybody.
Sam, all cult ships down.
Perfect, Nara. Come on. Let's get to our new
That
citadel
is
together.
insane. I am so far ahead of my time. I don't
Nara,
even.
you were amazing out there.
Najel. It's Najara, and I said Najel. See, it's the tiredness. I'm so far ahead of my time. I'm shocked.
The people
I just got
here,
really good
they follow
dogfight
you
patterns. The
anywhere.
enemies weren't just being all sporadic and like trying to go behind stuff.
I mustn't bleed anyone anymore. Too many gave their lives today.
Yes, and we will mourn them. But now, we can finally reopen our gate to the rest
Woo!
of the
Hopefully no one's
galaxy.
motion sickness.
Come and
This
see
game
for
is just
yourself.
I gotta mess around with it a lot. Okay, so we're gonna board in, and it's like it's supposed to like make you upgrade, but it doesn't for some reason because now you have the boss fight. See, like it comes in like that, and then he's like a whole like you only fight like one of these guys. It
An
seems
elder
like.
ship serving heretics? What are you, a defector or a thief?
We're gonna wait till he turns on his shield. Okay, now we're gonna leave him alone because he's gonna use an EMP blast, and he should also use laser weapons on us in a minute, like that. But we should be able to dodge roll away from them because the dodge roll actually gives you iframes against weapons. So I'm just gonna wait for him to drop his shield, but it doesn't seem like he wants to right now. Come on, drop that shield, bud. We need you to drop it. There we go. This is actually a really okay. Ooh, that's. Oh, he got me with his EMP blast. Oh, oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh no. Yeah, that's. If he gets, he got me with the EMP blast again. So if he gets you with the EMP blast, he usually gets a free shot of the laser at you. And this dude does extreme amounts of damage because once again, we're not upgrading our ship. As you can see, my health right now is super low. We're not upgrading our health at all or our ship hull except kind of the items that we find. But we're not actually picking up upgrades for it. We're just trying to fly around now till it drops that shield again. There we go.
Sage is down.
And we're all good to go. Whew, that was a little nerve-wracking. I was expecting him to go down a little bit easier, but he wanted to definitely give a fight, which is okay. But it made me a little nervous because I literally had a sliver of health, which if I would have died, would have been absolutely devastating.
Yes.
So let's collect this credit right up here.
About
So we are completely done with the Najara Citadel, with the boss fight, with everything. And we're heading into the Aatrox system where we will take on the Faceless Manifestation after unlocking Forces Past and getting the Lightning ability. The Lightning ability is really nice because it tracks onto targets and it allows... I'm gonna get away from her ship, it's so loud. It allows you to track onto enemies and blow away their shields instantly, and it also disables their ships so they fly out of control. So if you wait till they're like flying towards a wall and then use it, it'll smash them into the wall and destroy them immediately.
Yes, of course. Be safe. Sav trusted you. And I trust you. Goodbye, Nara.
Alright, come on.
I'm heading to Sav's place now.
Alright, so as she leaves, we're going to come over here and we're going to upgrade our weapon. So this will be another upgrade that we have to do by... we don't actually have to take it, but the story gives it to you for free because it makes you go inside the garage. And it's a really good laser, so we're just going to equip it anyways. And then move on to the next area.
We're going to the Amarok system now.
Amarok.
Yes.
See, I said Aatrox. See, I knew I was wrong.
in my
You know what I mean?
visions,
I
saw
knew
a
I was
rift
wrong.
opening there. I won't let that happen.
So you will face the problem.
I play the game enough to know where everything's at, but then I just don't know the names of things. It's kind of funny. It's just how that works.
Force Earth. It's just us now.
So I'm just waiting for them to get done talking, so then the warp gate opens up. Perfect. So now that it's open, we're going to appear in front of another area where we'll get, like I said, another power. But we have to do another fight. There'll be turrets, ships, and another big battleship that we have to take out.
I couldn't detect any rifts on our way through Amarok.
It was a
Welcome
premonition,
to
Force Earth.
Amarok,
You speak different
the big spooky area of the game. Lots of red glows, lots of dark
What is the
areas.
status here,
Um,
Force Earth?
It's a very
It's a
ominous
silent
area.
war. No major confrontations yet.
Alright,
You're right.
so we're going to reach the temple, and a bunch of turrets are going to spawn. We're going to destroy the turrets. After the turrets are destroyed, ships will spawn. After destroying the ships, a big ship will spawn.
Feel the spirit
And then
passage
we'll
inside the
move
temple.
on into the coolest
Do you
cutscene
remember the rite it leads
in the
to?
game, and actually in a lot of games. It's been a minute since I've seen
Familiar,
the
but
cutscene that I
more
always get hyped to see.
evolved.
Oh, let me equip this.
We need it.
Circle turrets. Burn them all.
So we're gonna try to destroy these guys as quick as possible, while we ignore the ships. The reason why we're trying to ignore them, unless they like, if they get in front of our aimer, I mean, you might as well just take the free kill.
Hit them hard.
Okay, all the turrets should be done. Oh, there's one more. Oh, two
Burn
more.
them all.
Additional forces inbound.
Yes.
Like, Forza is such like a blood-hungry guy. He's just like, more forces are inbound, and he's like, yes. Like, he's so excited for it. So that's why that laser is really nice. So I'll demonstrate it again. I can actually shoot it rapidly, which is awesome because shields suck and they always get in your way from killing your enemy every time. And sometimes enemies will just get away with a sliver of shield. But the fact that you can, I think you can shoot it 5 times before it's depleted.
I expected more of a fight.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to fly this way and we'll be getting into the big battleship. So just kind of like the last one, you don't actually fight the ship itself. You're just trying to destroy parts of the ship. So I'm going to fly to the back, and I'm going to bomb the thrusters. What am I doing? Oh, it's right here. Sorry, what am I doing?
Let's keep it on.
Okay, get that one first. We're going to fly up.
Yeah, imminent.
We're going to go this way.
Energy levels at 50%. Let's get the rest.
So once we open this up,
Down.
it should...
Destroyed all power
Right
supplies.
there.
They're halfway there.
I must hurry.
Collision course terminated.
Boom.
Yes.
It's such a simple fight. They try to make these things seem like they're just crazy,
Tempo is
like hard.
opening.
But once you destroy the shields, you just destroy the core and then the ship's dead. So here comes the cutscene that you've been seeing. Like she's had the vision of it twice now, but I've had to skip it. But you can't actually skip this one, so we actually get to watch it all play out now. All right.
Nara.
Rite of the Storm.
I'm good.
So this allows us to blow up allows us to blow up blockades in front of us, and as I said, disable enemy ships as well. It is an absolute blessing.
I've accepted and dealt with a part of my past.
Okay, here we go.
Something
Come
I
on.
didn't like about myself. Hated myself for.
Good. I'm glad you were able to do that. It's impossible for many.
Forza's so supportive. Like, we can only wish to have someone like Forza in our life.
Let's get.
Here we go.
It's happening.
The rift.
Yes. It's the prophet. He's.
I'm gonna let you guys enjoy this.
Forsake your petty endeavors.
Welcome to Amarok.
All forces, execute cleansing doctrine.
I absolutely love that part. It just makes getting into this area so cool. You're just like, oh, okay, and then the sky just rips open, lightning storm out of nowhere, aliens start flooding the skies, and now you're just being attacked by literally everything around you, and it's like, So we're gonna be introduced to new enemies, and these guys are the worst.
Agreed.
They fly so fast, and they use these laser beams.
My storm ride can handle them.
Yes, suddenly we're Star Wars.
Manifesting.
Whoa, whoa. I teleported during the cutscene. I don't think I've ever done that before. I did not know I
This is
could do
Nara.
that.
I'm here to destroy the faceless. Do not fire at me. More incoming.
The resistance ships have no chance.
So this part's kind of annoying as you are mandatory to destroy these ships, but as I said before, they fly around so fast, so getting hits on them sometimes is not the easiest, and you want to destroy them before they destroy that ship. Okay, so we got that part, and now there's going to be a wormhole that opens up that send in some other enemies. Here we go. Got a couple more left. So I can actually use my lightning storm on these guys as well. So it destroys their flight patterns. And with the guys who spawn baby minion enemies, it's good to use that
Faceless.
because you can stall them from spawning in more enemies against you. But just finding them through the mess of all the ships flying around is actually the hard part. It'd be a good strat, but everything flies around so sporadically. Keeping up where what enemy is what and where is just really hard. So we got one right there. I'm gonna try to get really close to him, and then I'm gonna hit him with the Rite of Storm. There we go. Perfect. We're almost done. We got one more left. Oh no, I bumped into him. There we go. Oh, we got another one left. He blended in.
Cleared. What's their status?
Okay.
Heavily damaged.
Woo!
Alive.
I always forget how like intense that fight is because they're just all over the place. FM is Faceless Manifestation percent. Faceless Manifestation is one of the bosses in the game, and we'll be getting time the moment we destroy him. But yeah, that's what FM percent is. Whereas any percent would be destroying the Prophet, we're doing the halfway point of the game.
The Enora installation laser. We can modify it. I need an engineer and a ship for them. Go here,
Understood.
and we'll need backup.
The Admiral won't risk
Okay, so in this part, after we're done with the killing all those ships, we have 3 missions that we need to do. We need to grab an engineer. We need to figure out Forces Past. Actually, it's 4 missions, because I guess Forces Past, you know, is a
Good luck
mission.
out there.
We need to grab an engineer, figure out Forces Past, save a space station that's going to help us in the incoming fight, and then we also need to save some battleships that are also going to help us in the incoming fight. So. But yeah, that's about it. That's that part. But right now what we're going to do, we're going to be doing the engineer area first. The reason why we do the engineer area first is because it allows us to fly towards the last mission. I like to say that with another question mark, and the reason why I do that with the question mark is because it technically is the last mission before you fight the Face of Manifestation, but it's the second one you come across inside of this area. So we made it to the Haven area, but it's been overrun by ships. So our goal is to clear it up of all of the ships that have spawned. They put all of these psychic totems
Leave me alone, you crazy!
right here. All of these things on this space station, which has caused the inhabitants to go insane. So our goal is to liberate it. So that should be one area. Okay, so the second area is going to be over here. We need to destroy some generators. I'm going to also be destroying these things so less ships spawn in, because one of the things that we have to do is destroy ships. So if I get that done now, I don't got to worry about it later. Okay, now that that's done, we can destroy these totems that are hiding in these slots, because this was covered by a barrier a second ago. And we're just going to fly back and forth until she says she's cleared them all. Perfect. So once she says we cleared them all, we're going to head up. And we're going to destroy the totems in this area. Oh, I did not mean to bounce off the wall. Didn't mean to bounce off that either. Wow, I'm flying. Oh! We'll turn around in some tight areas. It's okay.
Last totem destroyed.
So now that we have all the totems destroyed, now they're going to want us to destroy all the enemies. So I'm going to head back over this way, and I'm going to just try to destroy all of the enemies as quick as I possibly can, because we're going to get these things called stealth ravens that appear. And with the stealth ravens, oh my god, I got so unlucky. With the stealth ravens, they go invisible, so it's just a nuisance. Did he just put up a brand new shield immediately? Who are you, bud? They go invisible and they take up a lot of time. So we're going to try to save as much time as possible by destroying these enemies. Okay, so we have the rest of them what's over here, which is what we want because we want the enemies to be closer to where the elite ravens will spawn.
Damage confirmed.
I think I have 3 more dots on my screen. Let's teleport so I don't gotta do any hard turns. Oh, there's one more. Okay, so now it's gonna say all hostiles eliminated, but that's actually a lie. We're gonna get 2 more that spawn in. I'm going to try my best to disable them and destroy them with the war laser as fast. The camera just glitched out. I'm going to try to destroy them as fast as possible with my new ability.
Let's hunt.
So I'm going to wait till I'm right behind him. Got him. Okay. So the next one, we're going to lure him over.
Cleanse the cult slayer.
Death is inevitable.
Oh, he got invisible. It's okay. It's okay. We can maybe destroy him while he's invisible. You get no aim, though. And it's hard to tell where he's at.
Feel our rage.
Death spiral.
Okay, he's done.
The elite is
Woo!
dead.
I'm not detecting any others.
Rinak Haven, come in.
Okay, so now that we're done with that,
Clear of the
we need to head over to a space station to grab a power source so the engineer will be able to leave with us so they can help us on our mission to take on the Faceless Manifestation. So, I'm going to head to the area where it should spawn, but once it starts counting down from 15, I'm going to turn back around to make sure I do stay in the area so I don't lose a
Then
bunch
we'll
of
find
time.
you a new energy source.
Ooh, look at that whole upgrade. Hey.
The maps show an abandoned station nearby.
So it should, I shouldn't get a countdown. I should be able to stay within perfect.
Rinak
Okay.
Haven's survival depends on it.
So when I
I
use
detect
my
energy signatures.
my
They
senses,
actually
you can see all these blue lines. It's supposed to tell you where you're
sense them
like, go check that place out, go check the other place out. But I know exactly where we need to go, so no point in searching. We just need to go straight into here. We're gonna pick up this power source.
Spotted.
And now, in this area, they try to make it seem like you have to fight these enemies that are here, but you don't actually have to fight them. If you just leave the area, for some reason Forsaken goes, and they're all destroyed. I don't know why.
Then we hunt.
All
It says,
faces
yeah, there,
shattered.
all faceless shattered, even though I didn't destroy a single one of them. So now that we have the power source, we're gonna plug it into this power station. The engineer's gonna join us in our fight, and we're gonna go ahead to get Forza's past. It sounds weird saying getting his past, but he wants to go to that special
Keep it
place.
contained,
So
okay?
Yes, of course. I'll make this work.
come on, hurry up.
Working.
So they have the power source back, and now we can leave.
Good. because
So
we
this
still
one
need
will
an
actually get
engineer.
to a countdown that says like 15,
Alright,
14.
Slayer.
I'm just gonna get to that area, and then I'm gonna stop so I don't lose the mission.
And call me Nara.
Okay.
Oh, sure. See you soon.
Okay. Usually I thought I gave it to you right there, but I guess maybe I've done this so quick that I'm so far ahead of the time
Do
that
that.
I don't have it
Nara
just
out.
yet. There we go. Now we have it. So yeah, I guess it happens after the cutscene. I thought it was way earlier. So now that we have our hyper light back, we are going to use it to get to the shipyard. But we're not going to be doing the shipyard yet. The reason why is that the closer we get, you'll start seeing clouds appearing around it, and they have like this red lightning. If we enter that red lightning, we will be obliterated. Forza will literally get
We
absolutely
cannot go
destroyed,
there. That lightning would destroy me.
as he just said right there. So we're going to redirect, and we're going to wait till Forza's done talking. And once he's done talking, we're going to head to his area to find his past. Or find out about his past, which for some reason helps him out, because he's able to find this upgrade machine that allows him to survive lightning.
Yes. The most.
It should be pretty quick, because we're just collecting 3 memories and then doing a chase scene. Okay, here we go. So this part is a lot of flying, as we have 56 kilometers to go. So I can actually just turn on my hyperlight drive and just continue on with not having to use my controller. So it's just going to be a really straight flight all the way
No
there.
life signs, but a signal showing psychic
Ooh.
totem distortions.
I sense it too.
What's up, Daddy Dog? Welcome in. Thank you for joining the marathon.
Somehow
Appreciate you all being here.
Let's find it.
So, we're going to be passing another area that says 31 kilometers left. I'm going to stop there first and then head into the
Coming from a
wormhole.
civilian
The reason
ship.
why I'm going to stop there first is because I can actually save them which cuts out that mission, then enter the wormhole and leave, which should only leave me with the shipyard if everything goes correct. I could die on the mission that I'm gonna detour to because there is a lot of lasers that are flying at me, and dodge rolling is kind of hard when you're trying to cheese everything by just standing still. Okay, so here we go. We are now entering the
Approaching
space
Mecca
station,
Haven.
Its ports look bigger
and now
than
we're gonna
giant
destroy as
ships
much
in
as.
turn.
Right,
I
I
detect
just
elite Raven
got into
in
the area and they're
area.
already bombarding me with
Hostiles
lasers.
spotted.
Oh, charge Raven.
And I sense
So,
psychic
as you
tokens
can
across
tell
the
by the
entire
name,
station.
those guys are the guys that shot a charge shot at me. So we're gonna try to take these guys out pretty quick.
Death imminent.
And there also should be elite ravens as well that we're gonna try to destroy before they go invisible. Because once again, we really don't want the issue of enemies going invisible because we can't lock onto them at that point. Okay, so let's go free this area of all the psychic totems. So they're gonna be right here, in the middle, and in the, I think it's the west wing.
Totems down. The port is clear.
Oh, oh, that almost went really bad. I almost just crashed the ship. So we got the central area.
One hit.
Oh, 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 bad flying.
Cleared.
Okay,
Central hub is ours now.
now we're gonna head into the, it's either the west or east wing. And they're gonna be right here.
Make them bleed.
Gone.
So now once they're all done,
All totems eliminated.
we should be able to leave this area and go destroy the rest of the enemies, and then move on into the next mission.
Hostiles are
I did not mean to shoot him with lightning, but you know,
Clear them out.
whatever. You should save your lightning for these guys because they can put up their shields. So if you lightning anything with a shield on, it immediately depletes it. So to destroy the vultures is really smart.
multiple circle reinforcements incoming. They're fast.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna wait for them to pass us, shoot our lightning. Nice. Okay. We should be able to teleport behind these guys. Oh, we have another one.
Evasive measures.
I'm okay with that. Boom. Also nice about that teleport ability is if you have something locked onto and you teleport, it immediately disengages the teleport, lock-on, which is really, really important, especially in the Faceless Manifestation fight. We're going to be having to teleport a lot. Come on, there you are.
Shoot them up.
I thought he was going to fly straight towards me, but he ended up dipping and dodging to the left. This should be the last guy? Or do we have one more?
The area is clear.
Area is clear, okay. So now that that's done, we head into the wormhole, which is this green orb in the background. That ended up going really well. I ended up dodging a lot more of the lasers than I was actually expecting. I thought I was going to get absolutely
Please
obliterated
send
by the
all available
lasers.
ships to the Resistance. And contact Ree. She needs one too.
Consider it done.
Come on, hurry up.
Cold Slayer.
There. The wormhole to your origin site. I'm keeping my promise.
Okay. Mission complete. Remember, if you do leave a mission area before it's complete, you'll fail the mission. So we do have to wait for it to say that so we can enter the wormhole. Okay. We are in Forza's creation area. This is where Forza was actually manufactured. And we're going to collect his memories.
Forced inside.
So one memory should be up here, one memory should be in the back, and one memory should be over to the left. And then we're going to find out that there's actually more Forces than just one. He was actually just a project that kind of went wild and spiraled out of control. And so we find out that your old mentor, who trained you as a pilot, has also been turned into a ship. So plot twist, Forza was actually a human who was forced into an experiment and was turned into an AI to pilot ships to help save lives, because why destroy other people when you can just sacrifice one life and turn them into a war machine that can do the job of so many and save the lives. And technically that's what he was for, but the way they went about it was very cruel. So he resents them, and we find out the type of stuff that he goes through. So, RIP to our man and his humanity, because apparently Forza was a really good person and then ended up getting screwed over in the end. But that's why he likes us, because I like to use that word stuck around very lightly, because if you remember earlier in the game, I explained that we left him to pretty much rot, which is kind of messed up. So I guess we weren't always there for him. So this would be the last memory that we collect. It'll say 3 out of 3, and then we'll head into the next part, where we need to destroy a fake Forza, find our mentor, and then we have to do a battle. And we're almost done. We are literally almost done with this run.
So we were a match.
Lasts like 30
Meant
minutes.
to be together.
You were meant to control me.
They're just gonna keep talking for a second, and then the mission should update. So these clouds right here, the reason why we're here is so we can go through them. I don't know if you noticed that when I entered that cutscene, that I ended up getting too close, and it was like bolting with a bunch of red lightning. That stuff does a ton of damage, and you do not want to get messed up inside of it. Like, you want to stay away from it. Okay, we should have to fight fake Forza now.
Recent activity. Enter the lab and the hangar.
Yes,
Here we go.
I will. Who's that? What is it?
So now we have to destroy this area as quick as possible. I did miss a couple things, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. We have to fly around the room a couple times to grab everything. Oh, come on. So with that, the core should be down, unless I missed something. Did I miss something?
This place has caused enough
Oh,
suffering.
I just did it so fast that the cutscene hadn't kicked in yet. I was so confused. I thought it soft locked. I got panicked. I was like, wait a minute, why didn't the gate open up? It's because the cutscene hadn't happened yet. I'm just playing this game really well today. It's not the best. This could still be so much faster.
Destroy
But
energy supply. Approach the hangar.
I sense a life force.
I don't know why I'm playing so well tonight though, but I'm very happy I am. So this is your mentor. We're gonna chase her down. You can't kill her. You're just supposed to do like a little chase sequence where we're supposed to use our lightning powers. Go for the kill. He's such a savage. So she's gonna try to outrun us, but we're gonna use our lightning ability to slow her down. Wow, she's so much cooler than me. She goes through like all the cool stuff and I bump into the wall. Like, what am I doing? So if we lose sight of her, I guess you fail the mission. I've never actually lost sight of her before, so I don't actually know what happens. Maybe you could actually just sit still and not actually chase her and wait for her to do an entire lap, and maybe it'll still pass you. I have not actually tried that. But she's going to take you through this cave system as we just keep hitting her with lightning. As she slows down, she's going to try to pass the forge again, and we're going to trap her in the forge with our lightning ability. And then the faceless are going to try to come and capture her, and we're going to actually destroy the faceless to escape this area. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, so this part's done. We got her trapped, and now we're going to have a conversation with her, and we'll start the actual fight part.
What's going on?
The ship. She sounds like me when I wake up after no sleep.
Circle forces incoming.
Okay, here we go. So you can actually collect these.
Together we will shatter them.
What do you call it? Purple clouds, and it refills your cloud ability, so you can use it. I mean, your lightning ability over and over again, which comes in handy.
Death spiral.
Which apparently I ran out of, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna collect this one. Then I'm gonna go back over to this guy. Get rid of his shield.
Strike fast.
And then we'll just start destroying the little ships. Oh, I thought I got B on them. Perfect.
Go for the kill.
There should be one more.
Circle forces.
Oh, no. Now it's circle force time. Oh, that was a really good start. They actually appeared right in front of me. As I explained before, these guys are the absolute worst when it comes to fighting because they just love to juke your bullets. So we're going to destroy this Raven because he's just being super annoying. Get this Raven as well.
Yes.
Oh, is that an elite Raven? That's not an elite Raven, is it? Oh, it's an elite. Okay, it's not. I thought that was an elite Raven. I just let him live. I was like, that's not good. So these faceless can actually work together, and they can actually use their laser beams to heal each other, which is not good. So we're gonna try to prevent that because I just saw it happening and I didn't stop it in time. So he ended up healing one of the guys that I damaged. Okay, that's another one down. We have one more over here. That should be all the faceless. Oh, no, there's one more.
Destruction complete.
Okay.
All attackers down.
So now she's going to try to leave the area. And we're going to let her. Because we have no use with her. And she promises that she promises that she won't do any harm. But the ship that's controlling her is also bloodthirsty like Forza. And so he promises to come back to destroy us. So once again, we're going to destroy one of these big ships. It should be... Nope, other side. What am I doing? What am I doing right there?
Strike fast.
And then we go up one more.
Get them.
This should be the last wall.
Yes.
Perfect.
Vulnerable.
Oh my god. Killing it, killing it, killing it. Okay, so now we just need to get out of the explosion radius. Oh, did it not explode? Did I not destroy the core? I could have destroyed the core. Oh, I totally didn't kill the core. I left too early. I guess I didn't shoot it down all the way. That's so funny. I was like super confused. I'm like, I hear the alarm going off, but
Doing this together.
As equals.
Of course.
so once Elder Majem leaves, we're gonna start flying towards the wormhole, and then we're gonna make our way to the very final mission before the boss.
Controls.
And that's the only time I won't use a question mark,
We have other
because
objectives now.
it is truly a boss.
Yes, we mustn't stray from our path to the Prophet.
Ree, come in.
So she's gonna have a
We're now
talk with
heading out to
Captain,
Astan.
Captain something. There's no, not Captain
Admiral Cardo
Aston.
was listening
Right there,
too.
Cardo, Admiral Cardo.
Why
He's an
bother
asshole.
now? I hope you enjoyed yourself while my people were dying.
Captain Astan and his crew are alive.
How would you know?
Here we go. I should be able to start heading towards the
Never
wormhole.
Give up. Nara out.
It's hard to determine when I'm allowed to like, leave the mission areas, because I never know if I'm gonna accidentally leave too early and then fail. And I have not actually pinpointed like when their conversation ends. Okay, now we fly all the way back to the shipyard, which is another long flight. So with this mission, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be saving 4 Spirit class ships that are going to be used. Oh my goodness! Can you activate? Thank you. They're going to be used inside the war, and we're actually going to be using one of them to do a giant battle before we actually go fight the face manifestation.
New coalition code.
This part
Signal.
is just an absolute massacre
Live transmission.
because all the enemies think they can actually take you on, and because you're in a Spirit class ship, you just
Or
start
do you prefer Cult Slayer
and they just start falling out of the sky. And since there's like unlimited ammo and you never overheat with the spirit,
Right?
which once again I don't know why they just didn't send it to kill the faceless, but
As long as our wise leaders
because
crave
of its
of mass
weapons, it never
destruction,
overheats. You can just
my
sit there in
mission
one spot during this mission and just
You
aim at
can
the
help
targets
end
and
this
just hold down the
madness
trigger and
avoid
you're
another
done. It's so simple.
Nimica Prime.
It's not that easy on every difficulty, but on easy difficulty, it's
Believe?
that easy.
I thought you abandoned religious nonsense. If you
We are
wanna
now
know,
at the shipyard,
find
which
me.
actually
That's
didn't take as long as I thought it was going to.
We
I
received
thought it
his
was going
coordinates.
to be a little bit longer.
We'll know when we get there.
Oh, I don't know what I just bumped into, but...
Admiral Cardo.
So there's going to
I'm
be
entering
a
the
sniper
shipyard's
turret
lighting
that's going to try to shoot us with a laser.
Why?
And we're just going to try to
Captain
destroy it
was
before it
already
gets
dead.
that those shots off. I
You were
should
their
be able to
only
pinpoint
chance.
it with the
Sure,
rockets, but I
delays
might
killed
miss.
those crews. Without them, we gotta retreat.
Got it.
Then go.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm going to bring your
So
ship.
now that we're done with that, our mission is to free the ships, as she just said. So I'm gonna
They probably
fly around, and
We'll see.
I just clipped through the
Captain
wall.
Ascan,
That
on
that
board.
doesn't happen. Oh God. That just free the, I still free the ship somehow, but I just clipped through the wall, and that just lost me a little bit of time.
Can't breathe.
Let's power up real quick, and let's go free the next
they're
ships.
gassing them.
We must hurry.
And there should be one behind,
Oh, it's blistering.
Reinforcements.
right there.
Get out.
And then we have one more
How
to
about some
free.
cover fire?
Appreciated.
Frigate pilot, open fire.
Did I, how did I miss one of those ships? It's over there. Okay. I only have 31 oh, it's up above. That's right. I'm so funny. Okay.
Everyone on my mark.
We did it in time, and now we're gonna go over to the Spirit class that we're gonna be driving, which is over here, and we're gonna wait till they allow us to actually enter the ship.
Captain, more cult forces launching from that tower.
Kind of give you guys a view. I can't save any time anyway, so might as well use the cinematic camera to kind of see what's going on. Plus, it stops my character to a complete halt,
That
which
was
is what we
our
need.
usual firepower, but I detected an inactive
So we're
spirit
actually going to be
class.
taking over this ship and getting rid of
I can
Forza
bond
for a
with
second.
Paladin.
I don't actually know where Forza stays while this is going on,
Let's
but
take the lightning field down.
it's massacre time. All we need to do is just shoot
Focus
ships
on
until
fire
they
on
explode.
The lightning around us stopped.
Okay,
Captain,
that's
move out.
one.
We got
That's
company.
two.
We can't take them out alone.
And then enemies are just going to spawn in while we just try to do donuts in the sky. Because this thing is like driving a classic Buick. It is like a boat. It is so hard to drive on. Oh my god.
Into the void!
As you see, I can't even like turn, and I'm gonna run into the actual building because, oh, I actually didn't run into the building. I dodged it. So this whole point is just try to find the dots on the screen and just hold the trigger at them.
That's done. I'll leave this vessel. to you,
Oh,
Captain Ascan.
so quick. Oh, thank you so much.
You're back.
I never really
Ah,
left.
I need to go this way. This way. This way. This way. There we go.
Thanks from some grateful fighters. You were impressive out there.
You were
And you never
impressive
gave
out
up,
there.
Captain.
Never.
We now head into the final
Admiral
fight.
Pardo, I don't know where you found
We're
Nara,
gonna
but
go
we
to
can
that
get
red
without her.
ripple in the sky in a minute after we get to
Glad
this
have you
last
back, Captain
checkpoint.
Astan.
Watch this last mission, which is actually the mission to go to the red thing. We have to go over here to meet up with everybody that we saved and recruited, and then we're gonna assault that red part in the sky, and I'm gonna fly into it and fight the faceless manifestation. And once I defeat him, that'll be the end of the run. So here we go, coming at the end. So to explain what's going to be happening before we fight the Faceless Manifestation, there's a tower. So in the very beginning when we entered the Amarok area, and that lightning storm appeared, that station below it has a beam that we're going to use that's going to split a portal in the sky. But
I am
it's not charged. So our mission is going to be to charge that laser while we also fend off a bunch of enemies that are trying to destroy ships. We're going to have a bunch to do at one time. We're going to be charging a laser, fighting ships, protecting ships, going in the sky and fighting certain enemies while they're fighting certain ships that we need to protect at certain times. And then it'll send us into the portal. And then the Faceless is actually a pretty easy fight. If you're not one of those people that are directionally challenged, if you're directionally challenged, you'll get lost in the fight all the time because you're constantly flipping upside down and going around a bunch of like weird curves.
Distress signal.
Check it out. We might be able to help.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. Sorry, my girlfriend's making a joke. So we're now at the Resistance hideout. So now that we're here, we're going to wait for them to get done talking so we can actually start the final cutscene. So they're going to kind of celebrate us for being... I almost died. Oh my god, I almost just lost all that time. Oh my goodness. I need to calm down. I just ran into that ship and obliterated my health bar.
Over there, the Macahaven ships.
So while they're goofing off, I'm just going to be drifting around. Because there's nothing else to really do while they talk, because you can't continue the story until they're done talking to each other. So,
Another time, Captain.
Of course,
Captain.
Ree, come in.
He's trying to like talk about
How's
like
the
what
Renacci
you've
bit
done,
you're working out?
and you're just like, we got no time to talk about that. The sky is literally being ripped in half, and you want to talk about
We'll get her into the
my
lift in no time.
amazing achievements.
We're almost there, Nara. We out.
So we're almost done. They should. There she is. Okay, so now it says new mission preparing for the rift. So this is where we start. Captain Cardo, I think his name is. He's gonna talk to us and tell us that
But you'll need
he'll meet us by the rift, and that we're gonna have two people. Yeah, there we go, Cardo, right there.
Admiral.
And he's gonna tell us about the two people that we need to keep safe.
So, Nara, you really want to kill your former master?
So we're gonna stay on the nose of his ship until he starts to take off, and then we're gonna go straight
But
towards
if I
that
don't
red
close it
storm.
right now,
And we're at
everything you ever
1
fought for
hour and
ends.
45 minutes.
see.
Oh my
Everyone,
goodness.
Set course for the Enora installation.
Oh yeah, if I would have died right there, that would have been
Ariana now
so
will take
funny.
control of its laser.
And I'm your escort.
Okay,
Exactly.
on our way.
modify the
This is
emitter
another
tower.
long flight.
The
As you can
resistance
tell,
will
the
have your
storm's
back.
kind of far away from us. I should be able to maybe do like a 2-hour, 1-minute run. I can maybe do that. The ending part is really long because we are doing a lot, charging the laser,
It'll
destroying
only
a
be
bunch of
open for a
ships
few seconds.
and whatnot.
That's
But
all
this
I need.
could
I'll
be
get through.
the run. I think my best time is like a 2:05. So if we can beat a 2:05, I will be absolutely ecstatic. I cannot wait. 17 kilometers left, and we're going to be approaching 2 ships that we're going to escort up into the array. I love the view of that storm. Let's look at that for a second. Let's appreciate how beautiful that storm is. And they should spawn now.
Approaching rendezvous point. Apparently they both came.
Apparently they
Keep
both
our
came.
promises.
Nara, we're ready.
Too bad our good friend
And soon it could
Reese
swallow
died
our
at the
entire
beginning,
reality.
so.
We'll move fast.
Oh,
First, we will
yeah, her
pulverize
name's
the
Ree. I think his name was
zone.
Reese. I don't
Then
remember.
the control
The
tower.
guy who died at the beginning. Too bad he's not here to see this. Thanks to him, we made it this far.
Into the rift.
Carving a passage.
So they're gonna head up, and I'm gonna go with them. But as this is happening, a bunch of faceless are gonna start to spawn. As you can see by the mission statement, it says protect her. She's gonna sit next to these dishes, and that's gonna allow her to.
Barriers spotted.
Copy.
Oh my God! The lightning actually hit the target I wanted it to. And that's gonna allow her to charge the laser for us. But we need to make sure she's not getting hit. For every moment she's getting hit, we lose time because she can't actually do anything while taking damage.
still here. Yes. Will.
I'm hit. Can't keep the polarizer stable.
Oh, somebody's shooting her. I need to destroy them. Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Go for the kill. Target destroyed.
Good deal. And she should be done with the first one in a second, unless something's shooting her.
I'm restarting it.
Nope. Okay. So that's the first array done,
Let's move on to the control
which is
tower.
really awesome because that was really quick. We only have 2 more left.
Forces.
We are taking a lot of damage though, which I am not a fan of.
Keeping the beam stable. They're targeting us.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Ariana, take point over there. I'll join you.
Aye. We must stay in sync.
He dropped health for us, which is really nice. Always
Too much
welcoming.
interference.
Something's hitting her. Oh, it's this guy. So when you see a red blip appear instead of just a white dot, that means that she's being hit by that enemy. So you want to make sure you take them out. So we're at 27, 28. And doing needless fighting isn't actually worth it. So it's best to just let her do the shield as you protect her. So we have another one that appeared. Oh, here we
Taking
go.
damage. The beam won't hold.
This is going by really quick. None of the enemies want to focus on her. They're trying to focus on me instead, which is actually
75%.
saving a lot of time.
Nearly there.
As long as we destroy these guys really quick.
Done.
Moving on to the final control.
All right, last one. This is so good. Oh my god.
Heating up. Beam
So this
failing.
one's going to be a little more difficult because now these guys are going to be flying around her and they will always focus on her because that's technically their path is to destroy NPCs over destroy you. So,
Hit them hard. We must prevail.
oh, something else is hitting her. She actually has really good health too. We're on the last one and she has really good health.
Death imminent.
Come on, let's just keep him off. Keep him off.
Make this
Too much heat on me.
Halfway there.
Something's shooting her.
Polarization
Oh, I
in
used
progress.
my lightning on the wrong enemy.
Fire and strike.
So if you see that green beam, that's actually the enemy healing him. But because I took the barrage rockets, I do more damage than they can heal. So it saves us a lot of time, which is exactly why I picked up those rockets to begin with. All right, we're at 73%. She's getting there, almost there. Oh, come on.
We're close.
80%. I'm just trying to stay alive, which is, I have no shields right now. So all the damage I take is going to be super brutal. Okay, we got it. Good deal.
Good. But we need to clear the
Okay,
area.
now we just need to clear out the,
I'm already on it.
all the enemies, which is actually super simple because we've been clearing them out this entire time. And since we've been clearing out, okay, his actual healing bot is saving the day. That's so funny. I cannot believe how just healed 2 enemies I was trying to destroy. Oh my goodness, these healing bots are all over the place.
Damage confirmed.
This can't be.
That took so long because of the healing bot situation.
strike fast.
That took up way more time than it should have. Nice, he actually ran into the wall. Okay.
It's burned.
And one more left.
Barrier field down. Energy flow established.
Ooh, okay.
And blocked.
Last part. We're there. Oh my goodness.
Watch out, the lightning!
That's one.
It's tearing the emitter apart.
Here comes
At least
two.
We are protected.
Corruption cleared.
And then three.
Energy flow
And we're
released.
heading up to the portal.
Energy level rising.
In 3, 2,
One more corruption
1.
cluster.
All
Okay.
cleared.
Now we
Energy
go
level
fight
at
one
full
last battle
capacity.
before the boss.
Fire it up.
Laser.
So we need to take out this ship, and how we do that is the same way we've taken out all the other big ships, but this one is much
Copy
bigger.
that, Captain.
Destroy their shields and energy supply.
And let the beams do the rest.
Energy supply down by 50%.
Okay, I should be able to take out these ones, then do a U-turn.
Evasive measures. Shut them out.
I'm taking a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
All energy cells destroyed.
Okay,
Standing by to
now
brief
I
the
need to
engine room.
defend this ship over here.
Lara, the Admiral still needs us.
And we only need to destroy the red target enemies. Anything without a red target is not important.
Yet,
If I can actually shoot my
Another
gun.
one hit. Hit them hard.
Now we're gonna wait for him to be done. Wait for him to be done talking. Come on, hurry up. Say your words. Super weird. Oh, is it? Do I really need to destroy this guy over here too? I didn't think I needed to.
annihilated.
I guess I did. Huh.
For now.
Super weird.
Thank you, Cult Slayer.
I thought it was only the guys with the red
Taking
triggers
heavy
for the longest
damage
time.
And request immediate assistance.
Understood, Admiral. Burned them. Another one hit.
Almost done. So after this part, it's gonna expose the big shields to us, and it's gonna destroy the last line of defense that the Faces Manifestation has from us, which is that giant ship. So we're gonna do our best to destroy with no issues, which doesn't always work out. I need to. There we go. No, that did not just happen. I didn't mean to bounce off of him. I did not mean to bounce off of him. Oh my god. No. I meant to do a barrel roll and it bounced off of him instead.
Inevitable.
Taking shield supply down.
It's okay. It's okay.
Destroy their
It's okay.
shields and energy supply.
We'll make up a lot of time. We'll just fly really
We got
fast
heavy heat on us.
without
Cult
trying
Slayer,
to
we need your
destroy
help.
myself. Oh my
Copy that,
goodness.
Captain.
Energy supply down by
This whole time, no deaths, and I get one death in the run. And now I'm like destroying my flying right now because I'm impatient and in a big hurry to catch up on that time. Oh my okay, well, I need to slow down. I need to slow down. That's 2 deaths because I'm now rushing. That's awful. That's so bad.
Taking shield supply down.
Destroy their shields and energy supply.
And let the beams do the rest.
Oh, I did not mean to
Heavy
dodge
heat
roll.
on us. Cult Slayer, we need your help.
Copy that, Captain.
Energy supply down by 50%.
Just a few more. Damage confirmed.
Okay. And then last ones.
All energy
Alright,
cells
now we head over
destroyed.
here. I can make up this time. I can make up this time. I can make up this time.
Lara, the Admiral still needs us.
They're gone.
Okay, where's the next one? There's one more, but where's that? Wait, where is it? Oh, it's down here.
evasive measures.
Now burn, cult slayer.
Oh, I did not mean to run into the mines. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, I keep losing track of this one enemy because he has no dot for some reason over him.
Veering off. For now. Thank you, Cult Slayer.
Taking heavy damage.
We're still gonna get good time. It's not gonna be. Thanks to that death, it's not gonna be a world record. I doubt I'm gonna get below 205. I'm so lost on where these enemies are at.
Too close.
Oh, I don't care about that guy. I need these guys.
Death spiral. Destruction complete.
They're gone.
Oh, he drifted past me.
Death imminent.
I knew he was gonna activate that too. The moment he went past me, I was like, oh, he's gonna activate his shield.
Fire and strike.
What do you mean? He's not even blocked at the bottom. Let me just destroy him, please. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Must continue.
These guys got jukes right now. I feel like I'm just flying around in circles.
Hit them hard.
Hostiles
Okay,
repelled.
that's everybody.
We can take it from here.
So with that done, I should be able to fly over here
Copy.
and destroy the power cells.
Death is imminent.
I don't know where I got that massive amount of speed, but okay. Alright, moving on to Face of Manifestation. Here we go. This is it. This is the final boss. This is, well, the final part of the run. Say hello to Faceless Manifestation.
All energies passing through the rift flow towards this faceless.
This thing is an abomination
Our fear
that we're going to
nightmare,
fight and
ambition,
hopefully destroy
and
very
anchors the
quickly.
rift.
He has 3 phases that we'll be going through. Okay, now do you see what I mean by the bar? The boss bar? See?
Great prophet. I detect multiple energy pockets.
Oh, what am I doing?
They're
What am I doing?
unshielded.
Let's destroy these blisters. No, not exactly. But somehow connected.
Always disappointing me, Faceless. So in this boss fight, what we're supposed to be doing is that we're going to be hitting crystals that open up weak points on his arms, and we're going to be going through. We're going to be going through, trying to destroy them as fast as we can to detach his arm, so we can get into an area he has hidden at the very end of his tentacle.
Yes.
So I'm going to be racing that explosion to the end of his tentacle so I can fly into it. And now we're going to be trying to dodge stuff, going as fast as we can to the very end so we can destroy his arm. And we're going to be doing that to all of them. Oh my gosh, ran right into a wall. I don't know what I was paying attention to. Okay, so that's one phase done. We're going to bounce off that to turn around.
Tore it off.
Oh, I meant to turn. Come on, I'm stuck inside of him. Well,
Back
there we
to his
go.
heart.
We're going to fly around him to get to his heart. Perfect.
Go for the kill.
And now we should do his second arm. I don't know where he just sent me. I just glitched out. I don't think he was supposed to push me that far away. That has never, ever happened. I got blasted like a football field away.
Still here.
So we're doing the second arm now, and then we'll have one more, and then we'll have his final phase. So I'm also trying not to take as much damage, but as you can see, that's not happening. So you'll see me kind of drift around back and forth a lot. It's because I want to keep my shield up without getting caught by these lasers. So we got his second arm down.
Let's get in.
We're going to go to the very end and destroy it, and then moving on to the very final arm. Hopefully I don't run into anything. Perfect.
Another arm. We must keep going.
No retreat.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope. I thought I had my machine gun equipped. That's gonna cost me. That's gonna cost me. I knew that was gonna cost me. I didn't have my machine gun equipped, so I wasn't able to get the cycle fast enough. Okay.
Let's hit the heart's armor. One more time.
Oh my god, that laser beam almost killed me. See how far that one pushed me out? Nowhere near as far as the second arm. I don't know why that happened.
Only a few more blisters.
Damn.
We have 2 more left. 2 more? Come on. Come on.
Impact.
I'm also trying to dodge roll while doing all of this at the same time, and it's really hard to time. This should be the last blister. And now his last part of his health.
It's open.
Keep flying, make sure we don't run into anything, because we'll die. That was not good. That was not good. We almost died in his last arm. I would have been so upset.
Death is inevitable.
Okay, fly towards the health.
The last arm is gone. He's hurt.
So this part in the phase, he's going to be teleporting from us, and we need to find him so we can shoot him in the eyeball.
Hit them hard.
Oh, almost. Almost got him. Alright, time is going to be coming up in... Ooh, I'll give a countdown. This should be his last little hit. 3, 2... Ooh, God, he teleported? What kind of... Ah! Okay, and... time. I did not get below a 205, but that's okay. It still turned out very well, and we ended up beating the Faceless Manifestation. Thank you all so much. I totally appreciate you. Oh, my goodness. What a fun run. I love that game so much. It is a blast to go through. Tora, thank you so much for having me here.
I'm okay,
Everybody who's been
but
here to
Forza,
support, to
I
view,
could
all
feel
of that,
his
all the
pain.
runners, thank you all so much. I myself don't have much to say at the end of this. I need to get myself to bed. I have work in the morning. You are all awesome, and I can't wait to see you guys around. With that, Tora, you can take over if you want to say your goodbyes to the event. I wish you all the best.
Forza,
Have a good one,
it's
guys.
done. We sealed the rift.
Thank you so much for that run. Amazing run song. That was honestly the best way to end this marathon. Like, I am a little bummed that the ending couldn't be Mario Kart, but honestly, like, this game was an incredible run from start to finish. And that clutch ending, whew. I just want to give a quick thank you to all of the staff of this marathon who have been absolutely incredible and like helping me out with this marathon. Without them, this marathon would I mean, I would have had to run this marathon all by myself, and as I've learned from last time I've done this, running a whole marathon by yourself isn't easy. And so I deeply appreciate all those that participated, and also deeply appreciate all the runners that took part in this marathon. And I would just want to give a huge, huge thank you to Song again for just being an absolute lifesaver this entire marathon. Like, he jumped in when things got tough. Like, I mean, it was rough for a while, like losing some runners to real life circumstances and whatnot. So, again, major shout outs to Song of Soil. If you haven't already, please, please, please go follow him. He runs some really cool games, and I'm so happy that we got to see like a lot of the games that he's had to showcase for this marathon. And yeah, I think that's probably all I have to say. Thank you for watching. This was an amazing marathon, and I am actually really looking forward to when I plan my next one, which I don't know when that'll be, but it'll probably be sometime in the future. Maybe next year or so. So, at that, I think I'm going to find someone to raid. Oops, gotta mute my stream first so I don't accidentally get double audio. And I have a raid target for us to go to. So this is a good friend of mine, Jay, who is doing a Paper Mario. Hold on. Make sure I get his name right. Was doing a Paper Mario rando. And yeah. Thanks again, everyone. I hope to see you all soon. Have a good night.